with our copyrighted music blaring and our spirit of...
You guys want tonight's sock reveal?
Sure.
Tonight's biggest sock.
What color do you guys want to bet the socks is?
What were they last time?
They were blue, black, gray, white.
Bonjour, Steven. Croissant, Napoleon Surrender. I'm a native.
What's your guys' guess?
I think that they're just normal black socks, and that you're hyping them up, but they're just normal black dress socks.
All right, so you're saying black?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Martin?
Go with a nice light blue.
Martin, you're moron. It's the same exact socks as last time.
You just call Martin a moron?
I said Martin, you're more on.
You did it again.
Not you're a moron, but you're more on. I said he's more on it.
Are those little aliens on it?
Oh fuck! No, they're like flowers.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to laugh at your pen.
As I was putting, it was all because of you. As I was putting my foot back up, I hit it.
I'm sorry for causing you pain. But hey Steven, hey Doge, how's it hanging? I have a surprise for everybody. It's not don't get your hopes up. I don't even know that you'll like the surprise, but maybe Steven will.
I don't believe in surprises.
I love surprises.
Doge might also like the surprise.
What happened last time?
Last time...
Oh, that's right, we're on the Edgeworth then.
Yeah, Edgeworth got arrested for totally killing that guy, as we saw in the intro cutscene. But we think he didn't do it because we're stupid and we're defending him. It was the murder on Gourd Lake.
Fucking I hate Gourd Lake.
I've come around on Gourd Lake. What about you, Martin?
Gourd Lake's kind of mid.
Okay, so all the opinions are covered.
So we're good. We still have our net neutral.
Today, a wise mystical tree deep in the park forest taught me an important lesson, but it was something I already knew.
I don't even care what it is.
Doge gets no bitches and doesn't leave the house.
Gourd Lake, more like Board Lake.
True. I don't think that's the right save file.
Oh shit.
True.
Unless the surprise was that you got all the Larry flags.
No, is that we're doing this scene, but we're presenting the right fucking evidence this time, assholes. That's the surprise.
The attorney's badge?
Yeah, so we're presenting the attorney's badge.
No.
So we'll keep loading the save every stream and present a new piece of evidence, right?
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
So it's
Can we do the attorney's badge? I don't think
I don't think we did that yet.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you are okay.
Yeah, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he tried to frame me for the murder. Are you hype training right now? Because there we go. Get the Larry flags. Hype train.
Hype train.
Not quite yet.
Train.
Not quite yet. But
Guys.
Steven sub, Strummer sub, Doge threw money at me.
Actually, hold on. I can
Oh Lord. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Hype the badge, the
attorney's badge. That's the that's the one we presented last time.
My turn. Hey, David! Everyone's on my team!
One Piece, SpongeBob, Patrick,
Luffy,
Zoro, Sanji, Chopper,
Mr. Krabs,
Nami,
Chopper, Nami,
Skeleton Guy.
Brooke.
Yeah.
Skeleton Guy, Brooke. Mr. Krabs.
Anyway, I showed him the blue notebook that looks a lot like our attorney's badge.
It's because you
we
were
can
the
like non-violent protest this, Ivan. Just not doing our voices.
You know what? I agree with that right there. I want to present the attorney's badge.
You did.
Attorney's badge, not the book. Squidward, Sandy.
Because I was the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Krabs.
Is this what you're doing? Are we not gonna get?
Patrick, SpongeBob.
All right, everybody. You can still read. So, you know, if you're out of
yeah,
the
you
tab,
can read this. You can read this fan fiction.
You can read this for yourself of us getting the Larry flags.
This absolute fan fiction, which is not canon.
Actually, I realize every single character standing here right now could be voiced by me, so fuck it. But he was reduced to acting in a kid's show and was the villain to boot. The kids love the Steel Samurai, and so we hated you. I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point.
Say it ain't so. And then
I'm just glad it's all over. Alright, and that was it. That was all I wanted to do. Wouldn't let me have that, but we took it anyway. I was gonna do the Larry flag in case 1, but I didn't have time to set that up.
Hype Train Kim DOKJAAYANOKOJI Kiyotaka Luffy One Piece SpongeBob Patrick Sandy Squidward Zoro Sanji Mr. KRABS Chopper Nami Skeleton Guy
I broke
Brooke
the
Mr.
visual novel.
KRABS SpongeBob Squidward Attorney's Badge.
I was gonna say, is that black screen supposed to be there?
Nope, not in the slightest. Like, I played Borderlands 3 with my brother, and within minutes got stuck in a rock. And my brother had never seen that happen before. I got out after a couple minutes of, like, crouch jump finagling, but it was a time. Howard's last name is Hamlin? Is this, like, Hamlin these nuts? Is that where this is going?
Howard Hamlin, Ace Attorney.
Hey, oh, that's okay. You're probably right. That's more what he's going for. Howard Hamlin is Ace Attorney, and it's a shame that he doesn't get more respect. Also, is Ivan gone?
I mean, he got a phone call.
Sorry, I heard Hype Train, Kim Dokcha, Amanyono Konji, Kiyotaka, Luffy, One Piece, SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Squidward, Zoro, Sanji, Mr. Chopper, Nami Skeleton, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, Attorney's Badge, not the Brook, Squidward, Sandy. I had that in my ear, so I couldn't hear what he said.
SpongeBob.
Patrick.
No, I don't want to continue this bit.
Why, you didn't have enough fun with it earlier?
No, I had too much fun. I'm all SpongeBobbed out.
Either way, we'll go get the final Larry flag before the game is over. And if they don't want to voice it, I'll take it. Because I fight for you, Albuquerque. I'm not on Team Ivan and Martin. I'm on your team.
Yeah, we'll never let you in this fucking elite club that we have of the attorney's badge, you know?
I like presenting the attorney's badge. I also like these characters. So, I'm going to have it both ways. With saves. That's my compromise.
Not a compromise.
Oh, yes, it is. We do both. We have it both ways. If neither of us are happy, it's a good compromise.
The thing is, I think it's only, but I think at the end of the day, though, you're happy about it.
Me? I'm happy about everything.
So it's not a good compromise.
Sorry.
That's why I always win. Because I'm having the most fun.
I don't believe in fun.
You don't goof, you don't gag, you don't joke, you don't
I don't gag, I don't joke, I don't make fun, I don't play.
You don't shenanigans.
I don't pretend, I don't shenanigans, I don't gop, I don't goop, I do none of it.
doesn't mean to goop.
What is Team
Martin.
Anthony? Like Smosh?
Food battle. Yeah.
Yo, guys, we're on level 2 hype train. Yo, if we can complete level 2 right now with 1,800 bits, $18 in cheers, 4 tier 1 subs.
All right, good night.
If we complete level 2 with a combined.
Hope I see you around a little bit more. Karma.
The channel all-time record, 0% level. Dude, we could hit the record. Simple as that. You guys better do it.
You guys already threw enough money at me. No more.
You know, Food Battle 2010 is still happening though, right? Like it's gonna happen any
For
minute.
12 years?
Yeah, Food Battle 2010 is gonna happen, guys, right?
What's the statute of limitations on Food Battle?
What's Food Battle? What?
I have no idea.
Smosh series.
Dude, I love Smosh. You know what I like even more than Smosh? The Smosh movie.
Which apparently Aiden has on like iTunes. So if we ever want to watch the Smosh movie, call Aiden.
That's
Also,
right. He also has like
I like the guy, like some unnecessarily famous director.
Hey, Aiden also owns like season 3, act 4, episode 19 of Naruto.
Oh, awesome. See, is the stupid caser stuck on this one or the next one? If it's the next one, I can completely understand.
Adam,
Yes.
This is gonna fucking break your mind. The guy who directed the Smosh movie directed Bill and Ted.
That does break my head.
Yeah.
What the hell? That is a lovely
Awesome.
painting in the background. But, Adam, are you still? No. The world is moving constantly at thousands upon thousands of miles an hour. Millions, I guess. Never mind. But still. No.
But I guess
No one is.
oh, that's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career.
That's insane.
Or no.
He's a god of prosecution, right? A god!
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Actually, hold on. The guy didn't direct Bill and Ted. The director is Bill from Bill and Ted. What the fuck?
Oh.
What?
It's insane.
So
The director for the Smosh movie is the titular Bill of Bill and Ted.
Interesting. Ted being Keanu Reeves.
yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting.
That's really funny. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth.
Don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared.
Anything.
Damn. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence.
Damn.
When did he forge?
Autopsy report.
That's not forging evidence, you just got them to update it.
That doesn't. You don't update autopsy reports.
And
You get them to
normally an
re-examine
Easter
it.
egg hunt.
That,
you know?
like, listen, dude, a while back I watched a video essay on Jack the Ripper, and they literally updated the autopsy report during the Jack the Ripper case. So, yeah.
Anyway, he taught me what it really means to prosecute.
Well, but what?
Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me. Multiply that by a factor of 10.
So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
Did he give you detentions and write your name on the board and do all those other things teachers do?
Well, not to me, no. But
And I was trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
not a chance.
Von Karma's throwing?
He hasn't lost one in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's pretty ruthless, and the number's going up.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors.
He's a god amongst prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya.
Uh-huh.
We could really be using me as help right now, don't you think?
Oh.
Oh.
I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
Couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. You know, no waterfalls, no spiritual alignment, anything. I've been watching those, witch ticks things, but they haven't been helping. They just told me to put gold in a jar or something. It's really stupid.
Well, oh, you're talking about witch talks. I've been watching those in my spare time while I'm in the prison.
How?
Biggie Tom shows them to me post
Oh.
friendship.
Uh-huh.
True.
Anyway, that mental image is not good for my spiritual power either, and they're weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
Yeah, I hope so. You better fucking start practicing.
What are you whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing.
You remember when the victim came back alive in the first case you lost at? That?
Well, it's time. Let's head in.
Used all your guide tokens? You mean like looked up the walkthrough? That's evil. You're evil. I love Lukaku, Charlie. I love Lukaku.
Adam, I don't think you should be saying that so loud.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? How could you say that? That guy doesn't have as much of a dumper.
That's why I was asking you that before the stream.
That's all I gotta say is that he hasn't got as much of a fucking dumper as Edgeworth.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of incriminating things that people could make me say, and they just don't take advantage of the fact that I let them do that for $200.
True.
He admits it. Now he has to pay out $200 for $1 for every bit.
He's right.
Okay.
Oh my god.
How about this,
dude?
If you can redeem the reward that says exchange for dollar, then I'll give you $1. How about that? How about you guys do that? Can we get much higher? Oh, that's not what that says.
I was gonna say there is no reward for exchange for dollar.
Yeah, well, you're gonna need a miracle to make that happen.
The miracle never happened.
Can we get another hype Twain? I hate Twain. Jesus. Anyway, court
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
No, honey, we have hype train at home.
Hype train at home.
Level 1 only ever.
Level 1, the hype train.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Van Karma, is the prosecution ready?
Hold on, I need to turn on my mic off to try something.
I understand.
He
needs to lab it out real quick.
In order to lab out the German voice, he needs to say some things that can't be recorded.
Yeah, no, I was... That one terrible guy.
That one
was
terrible
no
guy.
good.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are history
That
buffs.
one terrible heinous guy that was also a really good painter.
Yeah, the guy that was in that James Bond movie.
Yeah. The guy that's also in Persona 2.
Right.
Ooh. You seriously think that you would stand it here? You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared?
I'm excited for you to hear his objection voice line to get an idea of what this guy actually sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally Hitler.
They splice together little speech croppings to make him say objection. Oh god, I hate that. And
it's like that one. There's this really fucking funny Tucker Carlson meme thing. Did I send it to you or did I send it to Martin? No, I sent it to Aiden. I sent it to neither of you. Hold on, let me find it.
Cool.
It's really fucking funny.
oh god, really?
Boom. And Martin, where are you? There you are. Also send it to this chat. Need to copy the link though. It's just like Tucker Carlson spliced together, singing like "You're hot, then you're cold." Yes, it's funny.
Okay.
Right. My apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
A very opening statement, please.
Yeah, Von Karma he's from Germany. I don't know that he has an accent though.
Man, fucking.
He sounds like the Fortnite cola.
A decisive witness.
I'm gonna strangle you.
What else could possibly be required?
I'm gonna like grab your throat and twist your vocal cords in such a way where you can only do the voice that I am thinking of.
Oh my god, I'm breaking Adam's headcanon. What the hell?
Not even headcanon. Canon, period. I'm joking. Do whatever you can, but.
Well, Adam, how about you give me a line read that I can possibly draw inspiration from?
What else could possibly be required is what I had in mind. But again, I apologize for ragging on you. You can do whatever you can.
You could do that, or you could do what else could possibly be required.
You don't think that's gonna get old after 5 minutes?
No.
I mean, did Old Bag get old after a few minutes?
Old Bag's not the prosecutor.
I feel like she talked longer than Edgeworth during that case. So I'll be real.
Yeah, maybe.
Nothing, of course. That should be fine.
If you want to do tradesies, that could work as well. Whatever you want to do.
The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? What's with the yippies? How am I supposed to fight against this?
Just yell for every line.
I call the decisive in charge of this case, Detective Gumshoe.
Okay. Wow, this guy's unhinged. All right, Detective Gumshoe first. Let's see how this goes.
I don't want to yell for every line.
I wouldn't want you to yell for every line either.
Describe the incident now.
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please, take a look at the map. Hold on. Well, my throat's not cooperating right now. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping at the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m. she heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. Went towards the boat rental shop.
I can try Adam's voice. I'll dimple. And that's all I'm going to try now.
God, you gave that the trial run it deserved.
Testify to the court about the arrest now.
Wait, Mr. Von Karma.
Yes.
Actually, I'm the one supposed to be handling these proceedings.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
True.
There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Yes, of course, you're right.
No, he's not.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where Mr. Edgeworth. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now I didn't suspect him about anything at all. But the next morning, the body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Huh. I see. Very well.
Anyway, guys, what do you think? Which voice should I do? Be sure to put it in the poll.
I'm not making a poll.
Be sure to poll. How the fuck do I?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
Anyway, begin your cross-examination. This is just Edgeworth, but deeper. Now!
Let's see. All right. Oh, right. The game. I forgot. What was this again? Oh. Hitler, Fortnite, Uncola, Yell, Hitler, Goku. I don't think... Which one's the one he did for that one line? I don't think that's there. Unless that's Goku. If that's Goku, I'm gonna do that one. Awesome. You guys all suck.
No, I wish like it didn't load every time I voted for additional points, so my macro would actually work.
Oh, you okay? I understand now.
I mean, I have a plan if Goku wins, you know? Like... But I feel like that's the option that even I'm the least happy with.
Isn't Goku also just yelling?
No, but no. People are like, "Hi, I'm Goku." Hi, I'm Goku.
Anyway, the game, the cross-examination.
Was it really 30 minutes after midnight?
Hold it. You received a call from a man?
My throat is not cooperating with me right now. Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That's what he sounds like. Objection!
Man, like, I don't think I physically can go that deep.
Do you want to trade these?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's too much drama about this voice. I'm not having fun anymore.
I understand. Who do I have this? It's just Lana that I've got, right? Unless you want to, maybe if you want to like steal Phoenix for these trial segments. And I'll stick with Von Karma.
Okay.
All right. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping? A lot of heart.
Camper. Camper alert. Cringe. What happened next, detective? No, Ivan knows.
I know what?
That Hitler's on there twice.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that was... Oh, uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, looks like I made an oopsie. Oh,
what happened
no.
to not goofing or gaffing or having fun or playing?
It's an honest mistake.
I did that. When did I goof or gag at him?
I'm gonna gag if this joke keeps up.
Well, how long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
I'd say about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Your Honor, strike that burp from the record.
Our motto for the month is get there quick.
Objection! Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days.
Oh, I think that's number 2 on Gumshoe getting a salary cut. This is no time for detected daydreaming. Continue.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, that's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, what was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
From what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed, not like a murderer at all, really.
Objection! Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Yes, sir.
Yippee!
Objections.
Fortnite and cola.
Yippee!
Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
Oh, you should know. We have a deep trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Objection! Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock, and mommycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Detective Bumshoe doesn't book though, bud.
Continue. Bow!
But back morning.
Well, did you find any clues on the body?
But bingo bullet would have burned in the body.
Detective!
Bee?
Enough bees. You're allowed 2 bees in your next sentence. Go.
But a single bullet was recovered from the body.
Good. No bees.
He was shot through the heart fatally.
Judge,
Your Honor, Von Karma's allergic to bees.
here's the ullet. It didn't strike Owen, so its shape is well preserved.
Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
Your Honor, do we need to have an exemption for the letter B for the Von Karma's clear case of allergies?
I have my...
He doesn't. We're not going to give him an exception just because of that.
I'll fight through the pain right. Any good lawyer would.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Why is that? Why'd you have to? You could have just not arrested him.
Well, we found the murder weapon on the boat.
The murder weapon.
A pistol, but it was a pistol shaped like a statue.
Oh, thank God, our statue lawyer status can stay.
This is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Oh, right. Sorry, Your Honor. Was decisive evidence.
Well, what about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. He doesn't even say it because it goes so fast.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat.
I tried to make the tisk sound. I don't know if it got picked up.
It didn't get picked up.
Oh.
I didn't queer it.
You don't queer anything.
You're right, I don't. I hate.
Whoa!
What?
Nothing, just the shape of the gun. That's a really funny looking statue.
There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What?
Von Karma's also got some curves, but certainly not as much as his protege.
Edgeworth's got a dumper. This guy, he has an ass, but he doesn't got like a fucking dump truck back there.
No.
He's not caked out to all hell like
like
Edgeworth. Order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted in evidence.
Hi, Dad. Let's see. 3 times bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. God damn it, Edgeworth.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective!
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know of something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me? Ballistics markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot.
Heard in every Ace Attorney game where someone has to explain ballistic markings. In case you're playing it, in case you play Justice for All first, you have to know what the ballistic markings are.
It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
Order.
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge.
Say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However...
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued and will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge.
Yes?
What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now!
But wait,
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man!
Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Running this court anyway.
Me.
Can read minds too. This guy's dangerous.
Imagine a prosecutor as psychic as me, times 30. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? What the hell, bro? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
It was me. What?
But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? What? Any progress with... Oh, sorry. No, go for it.
Any progress with Mia?
Oh. Sorry. It's no good.
Oh, good.
I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? can't
That's
call my
right.
sister. Might as well not be here, right?
Dude, I agree. This is a useless ass bitch right here. She can't talk to her dead sister.
You think so too, Martin? If you couldn't talk to your dead sister, would you be useless?
I mean, just because she's useless doesn't mean she's a bad person.
But she is useless. She doesn't even know what ballistic markings are.
True. It's very true.
What do you think, Martin?
I mean, unfortunately, just in this situation, she is kind of useless. I'm sorry, Maya.
Well, actually, you don't know the law. You don't have any trial experience or techniques.
You also don't have any trial experience in techniques.
You're pretty much useless, but I can't say that.
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you.
Whoops. No, of course, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trials or defense or... I mean, sometimes I forget that we're supposed to be proving that the guy didn't do it, and then sometimes I wonder why the judge has the silly hammer. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Oh, listen, everyone has their off days.
Just because you only have off days doesn't mean that I like being like that too.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's gonna run out.
Really?
Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart.
Uh-oh. Sorry. Whoops.
Whoops, there it is.
The court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand?
Now, what was the point of even having, like, that whole break? You just invite her in anyway.
It's to have Maya and Edgeworth panic, I guess.
We already knew they were panicking.
I guess also to just say that that Von Karma can just declare breaks if he wants.
It's to build his ethos, his like credibility.
Scare factor. Wait, so with this switcheroo, am I still Lotta Hart, or is that you now?
I don't know.
Do you want Lotta Hart? I'm fine either way.
If I stay Phoenix, then you can do Lotta Hart and Von Karma. I did Old Bag and Edgeworth at the same time.
Okay, sure.
We really need to meeten up the rule book to find out how exactly we're going to be switching it up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. A football draft trade has never been executed before.
We need to improve the fucking game Bible.
We'll work on that for next time.
Lotta Hart, you're a research student at a university?
That I am?
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand.
Yeah, I understand. Jeez, city slicking gooseneck, son of a bitch.
Well, very well. Your testimony, please.
Ass backwards, bow-legged,
True.
son of a bitch. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this band come up from the lake, and when I looked out through the window, I saw two gents on a boat. Then there was another band. There wasn't anything on that lake but the boat. No Gordy inside.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence.
This is a surprise. Looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
Your Honor, remove that man, 3rd row, 4th seat. Now.
I don't think that I can do that just yet.
Now!
I don't think that I can do that just yet.
Acceptable. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat was the victim, must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Order. I will have order.
Well, Judge.
This evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor? I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? The photo's worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Bye-bye. See you later. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick, contempt?
Contempt of court? You know.
I guess I understand. He can do that? Wait, what are you gonna do?
Well, he's got the judge under his fingertips.
I suppose so, but I mean...
He's like little ants. Like, he has ants under his fingertips.
I guess so, but he didn't let him kick out that one guy. So maybe there's hope. But do you really think we can find a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
Nah.
You don't think so? Really?
Not really.
Honestly, I found nothing.
I don't know. I thought her testimony was strange. She was so vague about everything.
I mean, I bet Von Karma probably fed her lies. You know?
But if you don't cross-examine her, the judge will...
Well, he'll bang down that flimsy gabble it is and declare Edgeworth guilty.
I guess we'll just have to bluff it.
Hold on. Give me 5 milliseconds. You can
What? Contempt of court? Who's gonna pay for my Cadillac? Who's gonna collect my welfare?
Hey, if we lose, we'll be held in public contempt.
Who's gonna pay for my Cadillac?
What are you talking about?
There are two separate Jerry Reed songs that end with him like in court and then like being taken in for. I think it's like one of them is like. I think in both She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft, as well as what's it called? As well
That's
as When You're Hot, You're Hot. And both of those, like in both of those ones, he like it ends with him like being brought in for contempt of court because he starts fucking yelling at like the judge.
I guess if Martin's taking 5, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick.
Who's gonna collect my welfare? Who's gonna pay for my Cadillac? You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no. You're in, then you're out. You're out, then you're down. You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're in. What the fuck? That is like not the video that I sent. What the fuck? You're yes, and you're no.
Yellow.
When you're down, you're in.
And you're out. You're
Up, then
and
you're down.
Wrong when it's right. You're
Black when it's white.
Fucking, I like that fucking thing. Ow! What the fuck? Why is it so loud? Oh, I'm gonna blow my nose.
Sure.
You said it's possible to fail in this game.
I did, yeah. Most people just load saves or stuff, but I'll say this, they let you pick stupid options less and less as the series goes on, or at least they will penalize you for it more.
Well, because I haven't seen our bar go down for picking the stupid options that often.
Oh, well, there's the stupid like dialogue options that don't matter, but then it's like they'll give you penalties for presenting stupid evidence, usually.
Oh, well, right.
I'm right back.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep.
Well, also, I figure that's because the case hasn't like stumped you guys yet. Besides the really stupid, you have to remember that the steak plates were empty, even though that's not in your evidence thing.
Right. Anyway, I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
I pray for your sake that this isn't a waste of time.
Alright.
Well, I feel like the 2 gunshots is worth mentioning, because, like, what do you mean 2 gunshots if there's only 1 bullet found? Like,
But it says there were 3 shots fired.
That's true. Although I also found a contradiction, and it's on this very statement.
oh. But just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah, yes?
Objection! I know you want to find contradictions, but really.
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
So the,
The other one, wherever they talk about the...
we can probably press some of the gun statements, maybe?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So, you weren't looking at the lake at the time?
Nope. I looked after I heard the noise.
Objection! She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
Objection! You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Come on. I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end, Von Bum? To what end?
What end?
To what end?
To what end, Covis?
Oh, hold on.
End?
Objection. Gordy. Oh, wait, our evidence. Hold on. So we got her auto camera.
Let's do the gun, or hold on, was it an area thing? If we go
It
like the
only
second...
captured 1 photo, but there were 2 bangs?
That's a good one. To what end? Alright, so we got the autopsy. It's kind of vague on the time of death, but 1 bullet. He would hit with 1 bullet.
Yeah, but there were 2 gunshots. So like,
Right, that's true. Oh, there were 3.
What if we present the gun here that says like it was fired 3 times?
Maybe a different statement.
Or I mean the one where it's the second gunshot one, I guess.
Sure. Let's see. So the picture of Maya's mom. We got Gordy. Very nice. We all love Gordy. And then we got the map. The bullet that matches the gun, and the gun fired 3 times and has Edgeworth's fingerprints on it. Alright, so, the gun here?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, this evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence in the related statement just now related?
Well, apparently, this is stupid, and we have to pick another sentence, Your Honor.
Not. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Stupid game.
Maybe we could press a little more, just in case.
Yeah.
Because he obviously doesn't want us talking to Lada. So let's see if we get anything.
Why are we camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I think Victor's using my research.
Well, what research? This all sounds suspicious.
Let's back off, hit her with a
sorry.
different question, and then come back.
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing. It was an accident, I swear to God.
Let's just pretend that we backed off, Miss Hart. And could you be more specific about your research?
Objection! I thought you said you were going to back off. What is the
I said
witness's...
let's pretend, Von Karma.
Oh. I apologize. I don't goof. I don't gaff. I don't play. I don't pretend. Well, what does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Oh, what? No, I'm the one who said
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
For nothing, Your Honor.
We press the gun, press that.
Well, could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Hey, ask a different question, then come back. Let's press on the final statement, then come back.
I can best let that one slide.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as country girl can be.
Well, that sounds pretty sure.
I know there are like 2 or 3 different times where you get punished for pressing statements, but other than that, usually, yeah. Well, Steven, we got some rogue agents, so we're not going to tell them how to play.
Alright, listen, how about right here, we'll press further. Then it's the final statement, we're going to press further on this one, and then they'll think, ooh, we're done. Then we'll go back and hit the pressing further in the other one.
I'll tell you what, Steven, sometimes there are weird esoteric back-off things that happen, so they'll be really ready for those.
Well, how come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake.
Lot of beam. Like that.
So you're telling me she was a robot near the lake, and yet she didn't have a single bit of waterproofing with her? Sounds kind of suspicious to me.
Sounds kind of suspicious.
Miss Hart, you...
Objection! Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full.
You haven't even established that she is or is not a robot.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained. She's not a robot.
That's what,
Sustained.
Yes, of course.
Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there.
Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here, and if only you pressed further on that one statement.
Yeah, Maria's taking this really hard. All because she's useless.
What?
This one, where was it?
I think it was this one.
Yeah, it was this one.
Could you clearly see the... Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking you if you saw the two men.
Yeah, well, of course.
Objection! The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
She jumped quick. He's hiding something.
You know, I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems that you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor, I tried to present the one with the 3 bullets, but the 1 bullet...
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts.
If he
by
died from
holding
1
you
bullet,
in
then there were 3 bullets, but...
contempt.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick, I don't think he can do this. A lot of his testimony is fishy, Nick. Really fishy.
I know what you mean, but I can't say anything. What can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Hold it.
Who was that?
It was me.
Maya? She's
It
doing
was
something!
me.
I'm not useless. God damn it.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facility?
Yes, but that's besides the point. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. Just like this courtroom's about to if I don't get out of here immediately, but it's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What a big idea, treat me like I'm some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Objection. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No!
God damn it, Maya, you were worse than useless.
Got him kicked out.
Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Isn't that right? So, right as in our last name,
Right,
or
Both.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand the question. I'm gonna have to ask you to rephrase. Could you rephrase it, but like, give me a synonym for the question.
What?
His name is Wright, so...
Isn't that correct, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Correct as in right?
Yes!
Does my name imply that I am right?
No!
So he's right.
No!
I'm right. I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm Mr.
Answer
Wright.
the question!
What?
I will answer for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just wanted to see what happened when you get down at the end of the countdown.
I was hoping to give you a little more time.
So, right?
That's you.
Right or left?
Right or wrong?
Wrong or left?
I heard wrong.
Right.
What?
Wait, hold on. Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Right?
Yes.
Right.
No, wait, no. Wrong. Damn it.
Order.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lala Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. My FA, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Yeah, you're like, it's fun to look to your left every time we go through the cross-examination.
See? Not useless.
Ah, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
I saw clear as day. Man on the boat with Mr. Edgeworth.
That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either.
Are you sure that it's the correct boat you're thinking of?
Well, what about the other
man?
Objection! You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
But if she saw Edgeworth clearly, then how did she not see the other guy clearly?
Well, maybe she didn't see Mr. Edgeworth clearly. Or what do you guys think? You think it was Gordy? I think it was Gordy.
Probably Gordy. What if we present the photo?
This one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what? Tapeworm?
Look at this
Gonorrhea?
photograph.
Common cold? Photo I took?
Well, the very same. The one that
don't
is the
smack
very
it like
funny
that.
reference. Well, there's something I want you to see in this photo. It's clearly, Edgeworth clearly quite visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So, it was just having trouble rendering.
Well, this picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? It doesn't even need to render.
Oh, shit.
Yet, it could not even capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
Objection! That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could. I meant I could.
Please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I solved the
Saved
case.
world.
I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
Are we winning? Not really. And can we rewind the stream by 24 minutes? Absolutely not. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See? No problem.
You used binoculars.
I think it's binoculars, Judge, but keep going.
Well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Oh, this one better be good.
Before we put on like that much work, that much like effort, and Maya got thrown in jail just for like one piece of testimony.
For fun.
For fun. All right, what we got?
Whatever we got.
Oh yeah. We got her camera, autopsy report, photo.
No binoculars.
No binoculars, no. Gordy, map of Gord Lake. We got Bullet and the contradiction waiting to happen.
Good.
Did you bring your binoculars with you?
Did you really?
Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Well, yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that?
Well, it's better because I have 2 telescopes.
Smaller. I mean, I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
Objection. The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
I feel like the only thing that's going to be revealed if we press about the camera is that she was looking for Gordy.
Well, let's assume that like she's looking for meteor showers. Like, why is there a microphone attached to it? I don't make a lot of sense.
Meteors don't really make sounds when they pass by.
Right.
Well, this is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Well, maybe a little overboard there. Kind of making this up on the spot. Hiya, you see that? Oh.
Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. Camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Was it?
Was it?
Really? Was it?
How do we prove that it wasn't?
Gordy,
is this the only thing she has to say right now?
About the camera, yeah. This is the new statement we got from our pressing.
Oh, okay. What if we just present the camera?
Alright.
Well, you were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
But says who?
Well, I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of stars, Mr. Hart.
Oh, I heard they was falling stars. Don't they fall down in the lake?
Objection? What if she was filming the reflection of the lake, of the stars on the lake?
Let's hope Mr. Von Karma gets at that.
Mr. Rat, what are you driving at?
Well, the witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Evidence.
Gordy.
Miss Hart, is this what you were trying to photograph?
What is this, a newspaper article? Gordy?
Gordy.
The sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart?
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy feller.
Yeah, sure, we have proof.
Yeah, sure.
I have it. Proof that I'm not just gonna make up on the spot.
Oh, intriguing. Very well, let's see it. No joking around this time, please.
Thank you, Judge.
What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph the lake monster?
That's where the extra bullet went into Gordy's neck.
The camera.
I mean, it was set to take pictures of loud noises, but...
in case Gordy roared. You know, Gordy is known for his for breaking the speed limit, for his, like, thunderclap, like, breaching sound. Like,
I'll say
when he
this.
comes up.
Yeah, something that okay, just in case... No, they said it. They said it. I don't know why it's not in the article evidence, but when
Yeah,
Gordy...
it said it in the article that when we read it, though, right?
Yeah, when
that,
we read it, that it made a Gordy made a loud noise.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't
It's
have that,
actually, when Gordy breaches the lake, like it fucking like comes through and like it's like as loud as a thunderclap and he goes flying several hundred feet in the air. It's beautiful.
That's why no one has ever lived to see Gordy. Like those two people in this article. Guess what they are?
Their eyes and eardrums like burst as he breached.
Yeah, look, their eyes popped out of their sockets.
It required like a 40,000 FPS camera to capture him breaching like that. Like, cause it's like he's so fast.
Yeah. It was nighttime when this picture was taken, but the light erupting from Gordy's like energetic super lightning super blast like lit up the entire sky around the world.
It was awesome.
I took a screenshot of that on accident, but now I have the Gordy article forever.
I capped a screeny.
Well, the proof is, Miss Hart, is your own camera.
Hey.
Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, the photograph here was taken when a gun fired on the lake.
Yeah.
And here, in this article about Gordy, according to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you weren't trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had to set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Objection, who cares?
Well, I didn't really think that far ahead, now did I?
I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. Afro Girl is correct. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as he so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Oh, sure, getting the Edgeworth bottom of this.
Hey, give me a high five, Judge, you know?
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Dude, me and like when I was like leaving work today, me and Cade like shook hands, like kind of like, you know, did like a high five like in the handshake thing. Like we got like a really loud clap like when we slammed our hands together. Like it was like the cleanest like
Gordy's
sound
thunderclap
like
level.
like basically like we were both like, whoa, that was good. Like it was just like frame perfect. It was beautiful. Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm gonna spot it.
What if Gordy's actually a gun?
Damn. Actually,
when Karma is securely experiencing some sort of mental problems with his grumbling and growling, he needs to be held in contempt of court.
What?
Hey, you're not the only one that can manipulate people.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Judge, what do you think?
Huh? What? Sorry,
exactly.
Sorry. I don't get manipulated, nor do I do the manipulated. I'm simply like, I'm a wild card. You guys don't get me.
Your Honor, you're much too smart to be manipulated by anyone.
Listen, I'm the one doing the talking here.
No, the witnesses.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. Lo and behold, Country U is not a real school. I'm surprised no one asked about that. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake.
Like, there's one of the possible contradictions of our lore that had to do with like that university.
Oh yeah, Country, yeah. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out to the lake. Not much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, and crossed my heart, hoped to fry.
You mean fly?
Nope.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. I mean, Von Karma's up to something, I know. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Yes, obviously there was.
No. It was rock solid.
No, actually, yeah, Von Karma's right. She doesn't give up.
Yeah.
He's right.
Best testimony in the whole series. I mean, heck, we saw Edgeworth kill him in the intro. I don't know. That's
true. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
Clearly, Von Karma's brain injuries is spreading to the court, Your Honor.
I think I am the one, Your Honor, that you are referring to, but you seem sure of yourself. You must have found something.
Ha! That would be a first.
Very funny. He doesn't even know me. I don't even know this guy.
I've known enough.
You understand that this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Hart? It's no problem. We will let the witness leave. And I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Rat. Why don't we just filibuster it till the end of the working day?
Well, that's why the three-day limit comes in, and it's like, ah, shit, 3-day limit.
Exactly. So then, like, we have another day to go and try and find the hobo and whatnot.
Filibuster. Anyway, yes, Your Honor. I will refrain from filibustering, but I will now proceed to explain the entirety of my own plot for Star Wars 7 Reboot.
What?
That's
we open up on the
so
Sarlacc pit.
Objection. He's clearly stalling for time.
No,
Your Honor, wake up. Objection.
Oh, I do agree with that one.
Oh, good.
Lao Gang Ma.
Let's press when she says one of the gunshot things.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. A lot sharper sound I would have expected. Not much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time.
Did you?
Well, there wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What'd I do now? What you give me that look for?
I'm definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Jesus. Phoenix seemed to think that this was a good evidence, or a good statement to press evidence on. I have to wonder if it's the Gordy article again. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, can we look at the image?
Yeah.
Can we look at the photographic image?
Oh.
Like the other one.
The boat picture?
Another one.
Oh, what if Gordy was in it?
What if Gordy was behind the two guys? Is this where we bring in the gun? No,
I don't
not
think
yet.
so.
Hey, it's the camera.
Why is that?
The fact that the gun was like a higher pitch than she thought it would be is like weird, right? So like,
Maybe it was.
did the article
Gordon.
say something about it since it was like Christmas Eve? People were celebrating, so like it
I
might
don't
have
know.
made
Let me read it.
Yeah, let's present the article, sure.
All right, we give it a shot. I don't know what to do here either. Oh, that was it.
Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there, and any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would.
Good, and we can stop this
But
discussion.
you're not normal.
What?
You're far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at a lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning that lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give a boat a second thought.
Shoot.
Or continue, Mr. Rat.
You cease looking ass backwards, son of a bitch.
You testified that we were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing.
When you... shit.
Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit, and I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. And...
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing real. No cat, Buster. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all, and kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
Oh, this is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof.
We still can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took the photo and...
Oh, right. Objection. Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my... This is the circle I'm on for, pie, you son of a bitch.
Oh, what was she gonna say? She took that photo. Wait a second.
I'll tell you where I can put my pie hole right up. That don't make no sense.
She wants to eat his ass.
What? No. Not much to eat, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
flashback.
Sorry, I heard it something about eating ass. It made me think of Eddie's in the grass.
Eddie's in the grass. Eddie's eating ass.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo.
Zoom and enhance, baby, every time.
She said it'll drop the quality a bit, but should let us see who's who.
And enlarge that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo is something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse, prison for me for contempt of court.
Prison for me.
I wouldn't want to have to share Biggie Tom with Edgeworth.
It's true.
I'm a jealous lover.
I feel like, yeah, we'll take the initiative. I feel like if we don't choose it, like, she would probably just, like, be like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but...
Miss Hart, look at this photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Also, I think at that point it would have given you a penalty, or maybe even done a guilty verdict, I'm not sure.
Okay.
You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Objection. Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You're the one who told me not to show in court in the first place. Yo, fool. He got brain rot. Brain rot. Brain rot.
See, I told you he was mentally ill.
No. Objection.
Come on, Karma. What is the meaning of this? Are you really have this supposed brain rot?
No.
Miss Hart, Von Karma clearly is guilty of having dementia.
That's not a crime. Not in this state.
Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
Objection. I will not show you my brain scan. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. I do not have brain rot.
Objection denied.
What?
The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is. Look at that. The two men were bald.
We still cannot see who's firing in this. What we can see, it could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
There has to be something, probably to do with the one singular gunshot wound.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means the cross-examination
Is over, obviously.
I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. Bad, real bad. What should I do?
Show other evidence and present the gun, please.
Wait. Your Honor, this evidence.
Objection. I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
You were just saying that decisive evidence is what you need.
Yes, we've heard of every piece of evidence, but this enlargement.
Your Honor, you have brain rot.
Doesn't?
I see no point in retracing our steps.
See? This is bad, real
Isn't it?
bad. What should I do?
It was like Edgeworth's right hand with the gun, right?
That's correct.
Then yeah, the photo's the left hand. I don't know how we get there, so.
Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
That's how.
Yeah, object the enlargement is a way to phrase that. Sure.
Object to it.
Hey, all I gotta say is I was thinking present gun in relation to the fucking photo, so I'm the right one here.
That's true. It didn't penalize you, so you're fine.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
It's their face.
Edgeworth's not bald.
They're clearly bald in this photo.
It's true. They're like, look at it. They don't have hair.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter. I'm not sure I understand what is strange about the shooter.
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand.
Well, the hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does. What?
This man's left hand.
This man's left hand does what?
Thanks for taking my suggestion. Let me show you. I'll show you that the evidence that the left hand contradicts.
Gun.
This man's left hand does what?
Well, the evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon from where Edgeworth's were from. The prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
I do not believe that I can hear a certain dum-a-dum for he is muted. I don't know if that is intentional.
It is not. Whoopsie daisies.
Now the court, now that everyone in the court room has quieted down, or unquieted down in the case of said a dum-a-dum, I would like to reconvene this court of law.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright.
You're right, Adam. I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, same. I am my own biggest fan.
Anyway, yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today.
Martin, you don't know it, but that you fulfilled my dream, and I appreciate it.
We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, that leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Because apparently they need to prove that.
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry.
It's Larry.
Wait, I can't do that. Sacrifice one friend to save another. What's the point?
Well, Mr. Wright, your answer.
Boom, penalty.
Why did it give us a penalty? We didn't say anything.
You said Larry.
This movie sucks.
He did not say anything.
But you said Larry.
The fart brep self.
It's clearly Lotta, but like she hit her sniper rifle really well, so we can pin it on the victim himself.
But yeah, that's not a camera. That's a sniper rifle.
That's true.
She was trying to kill Gordy.
And missed and hit the victim, and now it's just like, well, I don't know who this Edward Feller is, but I'm going back to the south after this, so I just got to get out of here.
I sure ain't getting caught for that.
Hell no, I ain't making bail. So, Mrs. Fart or the victim himself?
No, it is Miss Hart, but we can pin it on the victim.
I see. Well, we're gonna let her escape.
The fartum brep self.
Well, there's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Your Honor, if there's such a thing as a shotgun microphone, I do not doubt the existence of the sniper microphone. What?
Order. So you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only option remaining.
Objection. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
Well, the distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
He's all alone? All alone? Alone in his time of need?
Here it is! Here it is!
I say this all the time!
Wait, a meter? That's 3 feet!
I forgot that we're just gonna run into things that I say because this game is forever in my brain all the time. I'm not eating anything.
There's no way it could have been suicide.
I beg to object to that one myself, order, because if some man was able to commit suicide via 2 shotgun wounds to the back of his head and body, I don't see why this man couldn't have shot himself from 3 feet away.
Well, Your Honor, that brings up a valid point, but I don't know if we're legally allowed to talk about that one.
For some reason, Steven, I thought it was Injustice for All. I thought case 1 or 4 of JFA, but I'm not sure.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
What was the funny? The funny was a line from this game I'll quote decently often is, "A meter? That's 3 feet."
That's... Yes, Phoenix, it is true. And...
Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide.
He wears an earring.
Yeah.
Awesome. Updated autopsy. Learn from the best, Edgeworth.
True. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion.
But if you're wondering why I'm doing that with my mouth, it's that Von Karma hurts my throat, so I'm trying to, like, sort of swish the water around and get it and to coat my throat. It's the coat the throat technique. It's very famous.
True.
As opposed to the throat goat technique.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Meh. That's the
goat.
throat goat technique. Or sorry, no, it's the throat goat's more like fucking what was it?
And the kid is not my
son. He says I am the one. I don't know if you heard Robbie back there, but that was awesome.
Can't say I did.
Oh, damn.
Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial day. Of the trial for the day, the court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
God, that was a close one. Oh, hey, don't you have anything to say?
No. I've yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well,
True.
yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who... The shooter was about a meter away, too. And as I went over, that's 3 feet.
Well, about. It's not an exact direct, conversion.
3.1,
3.21, actually, I think.
I know, I think a liter is
shit.
2.1 quarts.
3.28, actually.
Anyway, don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around. God, Edgeworth, take a joke.
Your
Look,
joke's terrible.
I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh, in jail,
Yes.
right?
Is incorrect or me?
You. Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? Jeez.
He's like a tsundere. It's kinda
Yeah.
cute, though. It's kind of cute, though.
So I find it funny that, yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Because if you get shown something 15 times and the joke's on you, then you're not going to find it funny. But, like, once you have time to breathe, then you can sort of remember that. Because the video is funny, it's just not funny 15 times in a row. I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. That and she was looking for Gordy, but...
Sue Lada for libel.
That
That was one of my favorite lines just during the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It was just like, no, that's not slander, that's libel. Slander is only verbal.
Give me a steak. Aha! I can't do J.K. Simmons.
B.K. Bimmons.
Okay.
Maya.
Oh, hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief.
Hey. Why'd you do that anyway?
Well, I was feeling kind of useless. I can't really tell you why, but I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. No, I'm not the lawyer my sister was.
True.
or a lawyer at all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, good night, Strummer.
Well, you did save the trial. Good night, Strummer. Just behave from now on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Happy jail song.
Have you been questioned yet?
No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said,
Seeing that this is your first offense, we'll let you go after some questioning.
I don't know about, like...
I mean, she was in jail before.
She was, like, detained once before. She wasn't actually indicted of anything, but...
yeah.
No, I mean, she was declared innocent, but...
Does that still count as, like... Would this still be her
I don't
first
know how police
offense?
records work. Like, do they clear off your record when you get proven innocent in court? Or
Probably,
is
yeah.
it still, like, on your record that you are innocent? Like, that you were accused and then proved innocent?
I think it goes away.
I feel like it would be a record of, like, they might have a record of your arrest, I feel, though.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause you're not gonna have, like, a...
I mean, a
like,
wrongful
you're not gonna be
arrest
convicted of
nonetheless.
any, like... You're not gonna have, it like, a criminal record, but they'll probably have a record of having arrested you.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that makes sense, so they don't have to, like, take all your fingerprints again or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Well, you've been arrested on 47 different counts of manslaughter, but were proven innocent every time. I guess we have your fingerprints in our system. Please just head to your cell. This is 48. 2 more and you get a frozen yogurt.
It's funny. It's like,
Just like home.
there's like a really long Paul Harrell video. He's like a gun YouTuber, but like it's like he has like an hour-long video titled Rebuttal, and it's like a rebuttal to like some guy who made a video like slandering him. Where like it was like such a good rebuttal video where he covered like it was just he like made such a perfect argument over the course of that video that the guy literally deleted his YouTube channel after he uploaded it.
Like the guys and the other guy?
Yeah, the guy who like he was making
Was
a rebuttal
slandering.
to.
Oh, damn.
That was like slandering him.
Did he have his furry avatar across his arms? I know that's devastating.
No, the guy was like a different like gun YouTuber guy, and it was like an actual like it was like a video of him talking, like
Gotcha.
ranting about him. But like one of like in the like video, Paul Harrell talks about how he's been like falsely like detained and accused of murder before. And like in one of the instances where he was like detained for having suspected of murder, like murdering someone during like the court case, the autopsy person like it was really weird with the autopsy report because the person like the coroner like found 4 entry wounds for like bullets but couldn't find any exit wounds nor any bullets inside the person. It was like how could that happen? And the reason is because the coroner mistook like small caliber like bullet like wounds like as it was actually ice pick wounds, like so he got ice picked to death. They thought he got shot though, and like Paul Harrell was just like got detained and like was suspected of having murdering the guy, even though like it was like nothing like it was like they had the completely wrong idea about the case. It was funny, and that's basically what this is.
I'm glad you circled back.
Yeah. Oof.
What was the point of that story?
I had some idea in the beginning, but as it went on, I forgot. So my closest relation is that he was like wrongfully detained for something, and like didn't get like
well, that's
arrested.
not even.
He didn't actually get arrested.
I see.
Little did Ivan know that Paul Harrell actually hired Phoenix Wright,
Ace Attorney.
True.
Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay?
Huh? How much?
I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something?
I don't know. I picture giant bales every month every time I hear the word bail. What's the difference between a bail and a bail?
One is pay, and the other is getting free.
Yeah, that. Thanks, security guard.
Oh, bale is in a bale of hay. A bundle of paper, hay, cotton, etc. Tightly wrapped and bound with cords or hoops. Any luck with Mia?
None. Oh, by the way, I don't think I forgot. Ivan, I owe you a stream, and Steven, I owe you a stream.
Hey, don't worry, we got that set. Hey, now that we got your like real computer, we can finally really stream Cyberpunk.
Oh God, yeah. Geez, we could.
And I actually own the game, so I could like just fucking stream like Steam Share 2 or something.
Sure. Yeah, that actually playing fucking Cyberpunk. Jesus, I never thought I'd see the day.
All right, guys, leave a comment in the reactions in the like bars about if you think we should really play Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead. We got a town to burn down.
He says that.
Keanu Reeves says that.
Then you see him like, then you see him in like a graphic sex scene later.
Yeah.
Like people got sent cease and desists for trying to make like porn with like the game like models because it was like just Keanu Reeves.
Apparently, he found it completely flattering. Like I think I've heard of that in an interview because it wasn't him that did the cease and desist stuff.
Yeah, I
anyway.
remember it was funny.
Oh yeah, if we do actually play that, definitely gonna do Dr. Kovas as our main character because that was the birth of him.
Indeed.
And then we can find out what's Kovas' canonical dick size.
Oh Jesus!
True, we can.
What's the bit anyway? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training.
She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area.
I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again.
Nope, never happening.
Well, she's dead, so probably not.
Let's go back to the office.
Yeah, let's talk to Maya. Oh.
If Larry were here.
Well, we didn't. Okay, we did hate Kovas, but that's because he stuck us in a time loop and made us watch a hamster ball explode for 30 minutes.
Here, let me show you. He then takes the hamster ball and drops it onto the spike. That was beautiful. That was truly beautiful.
Sure is quiet with nobody around. Right. I have to get Maya out of that detention cell soon. But first, how's Charlie doing?
Oh my god, teacher put Maya in detention. That's embarrassing.
Mia's favorite plant. Its name's Charlie. Maya's gotten the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days.
No, we already read that last time.
He's perking.
Oh, we can go to Gumshoe's house if we want.
Let's go to Gumshoe's house.
Let's go to Gumshoe's house.
Going to Gumshoe's house.
Going to Gum's house. Or Dick's house. We're going to Dick's house. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe's here today. Maybe he's at Gumshoe's house. Detective Gumshoe's not at Gumshoe's house.
But they got the mascot up still.
Yeah.
Gumshoe's at the scene again today.
Huh? Oh, really?
Are you live or why with that one? And I find out that she does for not following protocol.
Not following protocol. I bet he wouldn't help them build a case against Edgeworth. How's he doing? Hey, is that the police department's mascot? I was like, it's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. My mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him a signed mascot. We read this already, I guess. It's the Blue Badger.
Badger, if you will.
Shut up. Larry's house?
Larry's house.
Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Keonce.
Keonce.
No Larry? There's nobody in this game.
True.
That means it's hobo time.
Then he hoboed all over those guys. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today too. God damn, nothing to do. That
we can go to Lotta's house.
Lotta's house. That's the twist, is that she lives in the woods. Gumshoe's house! Hey, Detective Gumshoe!
Hey, pal. The trial today at,
Yeah, what about the trial?
Well, I was gonna say, good show, but, it wasn't really all that. No, you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know.
Thanks. I do need some bail money for my, Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow? If you don't know, you don't have to tell me.
It sounds like you're bringing in another witness.
Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today.
I
was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it?
Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
Right, classified, got it. Right. Oh, right, I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth.
What up?
Is he afraid of earthquakes? I've never heard of anything like that before.
Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's a clear day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. And him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident.
The DL6 incident?
Yeah, that's the one. 15 years ago when he saw his father shot before his eyes. Still feels the pain now. You can still see it in his eyes.
Damn, Gumshoe. Oh, but,
gunshot? Earthquake? Alright.
I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey.
She's not out on but you're out on bail. No, I'm not.
What is that?
In like the James Brown interview, like the interview lady asks him, but like something about him being out on bail, and he's like, "No, I'm not." She's like, what all the reports say and he's like, "I'm out on love." The entire interview is just him fucking like quoting, just being like cracked out of his mind and like quoting his own songs. It's so fucking funny.
That's so weird. Strange even.
That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man. I have in the courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff.
I know, that was violent. She was like kicking and screaming and stuff.
I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lips trembling.
Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? Willing to sacrifice our love, Edgeworth?
He's really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Mayo and get out of here there as soon as I can.
Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail gonna be?
Don't worry about that.
No, I'm worrying.
Mr.
I have to pay
Edgeworth
rent this
is posting the whole amount.
Oh. What? Edgeworth?
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, I'll don't forget to go pick her up, okay?
It'd be funny if I just left her there. Like, she's out on bail, but she can't get anywhere.
No, she's out on love.
She's out on love. She is, kind of, considering what Edgeworth did, but maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too.
And then the fucking reporter asks him, out on love or out of love?
We're going to Maya's house.
Beautiful.
This might as well be Maya's house.
True.
She's been in here half the game. Oh, hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork.
I'm in jail again. Maya. And then this fucking sitcom credits start.
Looks like I'm in jail again. It's okay. After this, no more Maya in jail. I'm free to go. I'm free to go.
I didn't realize it was my turn, man. Give me a break, man. Come on, man. Give me a break, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Give me a break, man. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Bring it last, huh?
Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what'd you do this time? This might as well be called Maya's house. It's not Maya's house. Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, they did let you out in the end, didn't they?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
For what?
Well, he posted the bail for you. He said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We gotta win this case, Nick.
Well, we were planning on doing that anyways.
Hey, does she know that we're an attorney?
You know, I do. I really do. Must be nice, Nick. You can just show that to anyone and say, I'm a lawyer. But spirit mediums, well...
Well, I don't know, with your clothes, I bet some people would, recognize you.
But these are medium in training clothes. I wonder if I'll ever be a proper medium.
Yeah, I think you'll be a full-on large one day.
Supersize me. See.
Now they stopped offering that program.
Pretty sure after the
Apparently
trial.
It was unhealthy.
As long as
Dude, I
you
would order like a gallon's worth of potato fries at McDonald's at once. Why'd they stop doing supersize me?
That's true. What the fuck?
Like that is the most anti-American thing to happen to like McDonald's in general. Like getting rid of the supersize.
True. What the fuck? What the fuck?
No, Grossberg's in a Grossberg's house. Fresh air.
Welcome to Grossberg's house.
Gotta say, freedom feels great.
Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay?
Misbehaving is much more fun.
I'm not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth... It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again.
Right, I'll behave.
Oh, dear. Hey, what if we go back to Gumshoe's house? Is he back home now?
Maybe. There aren't many cops around today, are there? Maybe they're all at Gumshoe's house for Gumshoe's house party.
Gumshoe's home? Gumshoe's how?
I don't think Gumshoe owns a house.
Oh.
I think he lives in a
Maybe
cardboard
eventually.
box that floats on Gourd Lake. That's my theory.
Damn.
True.
Wait, hold on. If he lives there, then he was there to witness the murder.
Oh, damn.
He may have lived there, that doesn't mean he was home. Murder happened, unfortunately.
Damn, Gordy ate his house.
Oh, damn it, Gordy. Maybe Gumshoe's house is Gordy.
Maybe.
He lives in a giant, like, Loch Ness monster-shaped, like, submarine under the Gourd Lake.
That's where all his detective money goes to. Now he's broke because he spent it all on his Gordy submarine. His Gourd Marine, if you
The
will.
shit worth.
Anyway, they're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lana, our favorite. Y'all really did it today.
You did what now?
Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing away on the only thing that came to mind.
Lana?
So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all.
Make it up? Anything?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing. I said nobody.
I mean, she didn't say nothing.
I didn't say
so
nothing, and I didn't say anything neither.
It's the opposite of
I ain't
nothing.
saying nothing. Say
Anything.
something.
I'm the only person in non-country heartland to ever do a quadruple negative.
Anyway, what'd you think of the trial?
To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I've been a witness, even though I didn't really see nothing. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. But that's not my name, it's Lotta Hart. Well, memory's a tricky, vague little thing, and yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right.
You planning on it? Anyway, you mean the first time you witnessed a murder?
Damn, fucking roasted. Gordy!
Gordy.
Gordy!
Gordy.
Gordy,
Is he real?
Gordy, right! Well, the way I figured, the trial's only stoking the flames and gore the fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. All right, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too.
Stuff you can if you just take photos wherever you go. But second off,
True.
finish your spirit medium training first.
I'll be an investigative spirit medium lawyer photographer's assistant.
Lotta, what do you mean by making it up? Does that mean you'll do anything?
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything. I said no, nothing, nobody, no time. Actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange.
Exchange?
Nah, exchange.
Exchange, huh? I thought it was to make it up to us.
Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey.
Can we get the family and friends discount?
Yes. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated. Sorry, let me try that again. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception. Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? Well, what are we doing, Nick? Deal or no deal?
Deal. Or
Listen,
no deal.
I have faith in my briefcase. No deal.
Damn it. Sorry. Should have listened.
And you just won $10. Anyway, we don't have any other leads. So I think we don't have a choice. Okay, how much?
$10,000. Well, you completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Have you
Huh?
seen Gumshoe's house?
Four.
What? Yes, they are.
Just
only-
above the poverty line, barely.
Yeah. They can barely keep the lights on in the office, that's all I'll say. The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy! Gordy. Whoa. Gordy?
Like, Gordon doesn't. I mean, Gordon probably might not maybe exist.
Then bring me proof that show he don't.
Uh,
I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? My disgusting, run down piece of shit automobile. See something? You come to me first, got it?
okay.
Right. See y'all later.
Why don't we just get her to write us up an IOU?
An
Ooh,
IOU
affidavit.
Information.
I love writing affidavits. I think the bellboy did it. That's my theory.
That boy shot. Got whoever Edgeworth was talking to. I forgot his name.
Robert Hammond.
He shot Robert Hammond from the other side of the lake
Hmm.
with Lottie's sniper rifle camera.
Yeah. The reason why her memory was so hazy is because the bellboy incapacitated her. Either that or distracted her using battle tits. I hate that I came up with that.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Nick, let's get
Don't
hunting.
worry, you didn't come up with it. Austin Powers did.
Battle tits?
Yeah, I remember. There's the only scene I remember from that movie is at some point he's like in a room and then like there's a ton of like chicks in like their underwear or like lingerie or something. They've all got big boobs and their boobs become like weapons, like guns or something. And then he like uses his like sexy power to like incapacitate all of them. And then like
I
the
gotta watch
lady
this
who's
movie.
like not from the 60s comes up and tell like because it was a thing earlier on in the movie where he was shagging like every woman he could
Right.
because he's like from like the 60s or something like the 70s. And then she's like, it's like not the 70s because he was like frozen in time and it's Austin Powers. And like she yelled at him and she was like a love interest for like him doing stuff with other women. And then this was like the kind of end of that little like idea was that then he was like, don't worry, I wasn't like, I wasn't shagging them. I was just using my like sexy power to incapacitate them. She's like, okay, I believe you.
Granted,
I ask again.
us.
What was the point of that story?
Have you never
To
seen
prove you're unoriginal.
No, I was gonna say, but Austin Powers to me is the like equivalent of just the stupid line of like, "Oh, look, the funny British bloke's doing the silly on the telly again," and I don't know why.
Well,
No,
because the funny
he's
British
not.
bloke is doing the
He's
silly on the
not just
telly again.
British. He's Scottish. So
I
he's a good
know,
time.
which is why it's weird. But like every time I think Austin Powers, I think, okay, this is what British humor is.
I like Mike Myers, so
Yeah,
that's
me
all I
too.
gotta
He's
say.
Shrek.
It's true.
The silly British bloke's doing some sillies on the telly again. You don't seriously mean...
Gordy, I sure do.
But what about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Okay. Now exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Or maybe we can find the monster myth specialists?
Right. Monster myth specialist.
Also, Edgeworth would be ecstatic if Gordy was proved to be real, and don't even deny it, Phoenix.
Is Gumshoe back or Gumshoe?
Oh my god, it's Gordy!
True.
He was the Steel Samurai the whole time.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Lore. I see. Is that like a? Is that like a? No, it's a Chinese flag. Okay. There is a Japanese flag right there.
Yes.
I mean, these are all real countries, except for, like, the one next to the Brazilian one,
The
which doesn't seem
blue.
real.
I think maybe it was supposed to be France.
Yeah, but the shade of blue is completely wrong. I mean, same
Yeah.
with the German flag, but
It's also like, or like the German flag colors off, but like also that one next to Brazil is like the French flag is vertical, not horizontal.
Yeah, you're right.
and it might be Russia though.
That might be. Oh no, it's not Russia. It might be. Is it like the Netherlands? No, the Netherlands is red on top and blue on bottom.
And what the hell's Russia's flag?
Uh,
I know Russia's is also red, blue, but
white.
red.
It's white, blue, red, like
Okay.
horizontal, like white on top, like then blue and red.
Weird.
The Korean
Poland!
flag. What's like the one with orange?
I don't know. But anyway, flags aside, that's the Steel Samurai.
Oh, fire.
Larry, what the heck is that?
Oh, it was my girl Beyonce's idea. It was all, if you like put this here, it'd be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner.
I wonder if Beyonce is Penny Nichols' pseudonym.
No.
Every time she meets someone, she gives them a different name.
No, it's like it's the name for black female Keanu Reeves.
Beyonce Ravisha. That I shouldn't say that. Wow.
Beyonce Ravisha.
That's real impressive she could find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people. And that the show's finished now, so she got them for free.
Right.
Yeah, that's your name.
The Steel Samurai theme song goes so hard.
Oh, I like the. I really like the Larry yelling at the screen jump scare.
He gets so close to you, yeah.
No, and it's there for like 3 frames, I swear. Like,
He's gonna do it again, I think.
what happened with Edgy?
Oh, never mind. This is neutral Larry now.
We made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though.
Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. He curled up in the fetal position and started crying. It is less funny than I thought it was.
Funny when you say it like that.
Me at the fucking cross-country race, like freshman year, when there was like a like a praying mantis on my neck, and like I had a panic attack. That shit was hyper embarrassing, because like it wasn't like during a race, so at the very least a quarter of the team was gone. It was in between races, so like literally everyone was there.
Oh man,
that shit was embarrassing.
Nah, I don't know. If the bugs are, for me, absolutely not embarrassing at all to freak out about bugs.
They're gross and icky and weird, and I don't like them.
Yeah, whatever. Like, although
I feel like if all insects disappeared, like I would not be
Utopia.
sad.
True.
Like, oh, they provide, for, like, decomposition or whatever, and they're a natural part of the ecosystem. Shut the fuck up. They're the worst.
Yeah, I wish
True.
you weren't a natural part of the ecosystem, straw man we came up with.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's weird.
Entomologists, if there are any entomologists watching, how about...
Fuck you.
Fuck you, yeah. I didn't know how direct I was gonna be, but that works. Fuck you.
I don't think he was like that in school.
Ladybugs are the best of them, but even still, if there's a ladybug like crawling up my neck and I didn't know what it was, like I'm still gonna freak the fuck out. It's like little things crawling on you, regardless of how nice or neat the little things are. I like roly-polies too, but if one of them was crawling on me and I couldn't see it, I would flip out. Like,
True.
I had a buddy in elementary school who got chased around by a butterfly. And you know what? I get it. It's a tiny thing that you can't see all the time, and it's flying at you. That sucks.
Listen, even if ladybugs are cool, like the smallest animal that's worth even like giving anything, any worth of like care towards, like a tiny like rat thing.
Yeah.
No, there's like fucking palm top monkeys that like like
yeah,
corridor.
finger monkeys.
They're like literally like a couple like barely like an inch bigger. So like they're fucking tiny. It's insane. They'll, like literally sit on the top of your palm.
Like, mammals. I fucking love mammals, dude. Mammals fucking
Mammals
rock,
go
dude.
off.
Yeah, birds. They're pretty. They're pretty high up.
I like
there.
birds more than most.
Yeah, I mean,
Reptiles, hit or miss. I like them more than others, I think.
frogs
Depends on
are
the
funny.
reptile.
Amphibians are funny.
Dragons are awesome.
Dragons are super cool. Dragons are the best.
Yeah.
Never get a dragon crawling on your neck.
Fish taste good.
Oh god, yes.
Well, unless you're me, but
I don't think
But-
fish
but,
are a
like-
reptile.
every other category of animal is like great, but then you get to insects, like fuck insects, dude.
Yeah.
They're like worst.
True.
Praying mantises eat their own kind after sex, Steven. What do you mean cool? That's
Yeah.
fucking gross.
The only
That's-
redeeming factor of praying mantises is that Seth Rogen did one in Kung Fu Panda. That's like it. That's all you've got. And if you don't like Seth Rogen, then like nothing for you.
And they made like because of them, there's some pretty cool weapons in like Cyberpunk. They're like blades that like come out of your arms that are called like mantis blades.
Cyberpunk.
Oh, he said he wasn't really ever like that in school, but I guess he didn't really hear it.
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. No, really?
Well, in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Something
Transferred.
about being with the plebeians.
Right when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it though.
You could probably count the amount of things that Larry knows on one hand.
Which is why he doesn't have one at the moment.
Yeah, look at that. His other hand's gone.
True. His like damn, his
Hey,
coat's like
Nick,
way
look,
too
my
big.
hands fell off.
When did you get that big thing?
Oh, the big guy. I've had him for about a month, yeah.
Doctor said if it keeps up any longer, I should start taking these pills.
It's a big hit with the
Ah,
kids.
no, Larry!
Wasn't it there yesterday?
Oh, it's still Samurai.
By the way, no, that thumbs up thing. It looks like the burgers with Bragg video for a second.
The fucking all those videos, like the burgers with Breg slideshow, is so fucking funny. I can't like. Me and Jaden probably sat there for like fucking 45 minutes to an hour just laughing at those like photos. It was like so fucking funny. Like, oh my god.
The disturbing one where your thumb is like strangely proportioned
Just, like,
compared to the rest of your hand.
there's no proportion like in that like photo that compared to a different one is like correct. Like everything is off. Like
it
my
all
fucking
looks so
hand,
gross.
my forehead, my four fingers look huge. But my thumb looks tiny, and like my nose is like the size of the rest of my face.
Do you remember
Like,
which of
every-
Jason's videos that was in? Like, how would I find that? How would I look that up?
Well, it's in one of the anime videos.
It's one of the anime ones.
Yeah.
I can like probably like
We don't have to do it now. It's fine.
click on one, but yeah.
Right. The compressor was busted.
Compressor.
Yeah, that little unit by the hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai.
You don't need to, like, blow it up yourself, wuss.
Well, you know, it's like 10 gallons of air in my... It takes a lot of time. I mean, I may be dense, but I ain't, you know, that dense to be able to store 10 gallons of air in my lungs.
Wuss. You don't have to do it all at once.
You know, it broke a little while ago, so I set it up for repairs.
Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself.
Yeah,
Wuss.
For reference, it
things.
ended up being that Killer Bee is whitewashed in the new series Truth Bomb.
I see. So if you want to watch Burgers with Bray, go do that. Anything we want to show Larry?
Or a trainee's badge.
Why not even ask?
Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs.
Hot dog lawyer.
Gordy?
Gordy!
Oh, that's the guy that's selling my hot dogs faster than I can cook them.
Do you think Gordy really exists?
Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else. They thought it was just Gordy, like, you know, Gumshoe's house. You know, I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth is out.
I'm gonna
Yo,
kill
is
it.
Gumshoe home?
We can go check if Gumshoe's home. Although he was here. Oh.
And then he said he was going back to the station.
Oh. Now it's Lada's house again. Hey y'all. Well, y'all find anything about Gordy? No, nothing. It'll keep moving. It gets cold out here nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no, you don't. No sneezing. I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'd trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh,
Trigger on your yelling?
what do you mean by yell? I'm sorry. You, well, sorry's nice. What about my film? Again. Nick, pay the lady. That was a Will Powers sob. That was beautiful. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case no more. Huh? I like that the sign says no camping in English, but the man's scream is still in Japanese. What man's? What?
Well, the text below "no camping" is a guy screaming.
But those are Japanese characters that are very crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that man just happens to be Japanese. What's your problem?
Yeah. Think that Japanese people can't camp?
Yeah, you think they're incapable of camping? You think they're uncampable?
It's true.
I skipped a line, I'm sorry.
You say you had information, you know, tell us that at least.
Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you gonna do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. 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 A UFO. Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, and that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit.
Gap year. Or I guess it's a study abroad program in other America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we'll probe that topic when we got Gordy info. We gotta find a lake monster.
I bet that Gumshoe has dirt on it. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Gumshoe's
Nick,
house?
you should probably go to Gumshoe's house.
I'm going to Gumshoe's house,
I wanna go
Larry.
to Gumshoe's house.
Yay! Gumshoe's house!
Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again.
What do you mean, again?
Whatever. Have a seat, pal.
We did give the prosecution a witness.
But that witness was pivotal in turning the case in our favor.
After we fucked it, but yeah.
I'm here for anything if you need anything besides money, that is.
What's the investigation proceeding? Gumshoe, if that really is your real name.
It's not the real name is Dick, but we have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in DL6 incident. Declared innocent was the victim in that case.
Have any of you guys referred to it as the Institute yet?
No.
Robert Hammond.
No one has said DL6 Institute as of yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him.
And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag it out that he hit him with it in court tomorrow, too.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't a man allowed to not talk about his tragic past?
I mean, what is a man but not a silly little pile of secrets?
Enough talk. How about you? Oh, good thing Lada's camera wasn't around.
I gotta admit it now, it doesn't look good, pal.
Gordy! Gordy. This is the Tonki of Ace Attorney. Canon.
True.
Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
The monster down in Gold Lake, not personal.
Oh yeah, you do, Gumshoe. It's Gumshoe's house.
It's obvious he's lying.
Well, we're looking for it. Uh-oh.
Oh,
See, he's mad now.
are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then?
Oh, Detective Gumshoe's scaring me, Nick. It's like when Von Karma went yippee.
He's protective of his property rights, Maya.
True.
I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lada.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry?
Yeah.
See, pal, sorry for shouting at you. Okay, our Detective Gumshoe will aid you in your search for Gordy.
Yay. Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You
Yes.
can take whichever one you like.
Gumshoe's 7
yeah,
secret weapons.
Secret weapons.
All
Each
right.
one gives you a different ending.
That's true. All right, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, missile.
Missile. Missile.
He's a canine police dog, still in training.
Oh my God! You put a rocket on a dog?
I think that's just his name.
We can never be too sure.
Missile, here, boy.
Martin, you want to be Missile? Because I stole Von Karma. Can I make it up to you by offering you this exchange?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here he is.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
cute.
put him on the football ballot.
I don't. Was he there? If he wasn't there, I'm upset, and I'll like grab another sprite to be Missile. Look, Nick, cute dog.
Cute dog. This will help us. How?
There's genuinely a Larry flag that we can get with Missile. So I'll see if I can't do that.
Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole.
I'm not grabbing Robbie just so he can do Koromaru Missile dog. I'm not. No.
Save it for Persona.
Yeah, when Missile shows up in Persona for the Ace Attorney Persona crossover.
I mean, hey, he was in Capcom fighting game. He very well could be in Persona fighting game. Just saying.
True. Here's my own personal pole.
Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for a monster. I don't need to play with your rod.
Oh, yeah.
And how are you supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole?
You never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one.
No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices.
Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something.
Oh,
How are we supposed to find that with a metal detector?
you never know, might be have been eating soda cans.
Like a goat. And the kid is not my son.
Oh.
Ow!
Well, which one would be?
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect.
I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them.
This is an awesome choice. We can get the dog, the fishing pole, or the metal detector. Gumshoe's secret weapons, pivotal to this
Because
case.
apparently it's impossible for us to take all 3.
No. We can carry 800 things in our evidence, but we can only have, like, look, our inventory is not capable of handling the power of all 3 of Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons.
It would be kind of unbalanced if they gave you all 3 too.
Exactly. What do you guys want?
You guys wanna?
I
No.
like.
You guys wanna flip for it?
This is one of those solving mystery games, so I like it if you guys picked with some sort of intention for what to do with them, but
I like the idea of proving that Gordy is actually made of metal.
because it's Gumshoe's house. It's a submarine. This would actually work.
True.
I like the idea of playing a Sega-style fishing minigame.
This is Capcom, but heck,
I
maybe.
know,
Also, cute dog.
but also dog.
I hate dogs. What the fuck is that? Wait.
And apparently, it's one of the Ilaria flags.
Yes.
So that automatically rules out picking him.
We can also grab a secret weapon and then come back to Gumshoe's house and grab another later. So this isn't our permanent secret weapon for the rest of the trial.
Hold on, I need to grab something. I've spilt some drink on the floor.
Okay.
I'll say that I am fine with anything, so I'll leave the decision to Martin.
Okay. All right, Martin. What are you thinking? It's very intense music here. This is a very
Right.
important choice.
You know what I mean? Like, of the 7 options, these 3 are like fucking impossible to decide between, honestly.
I know.
I think my least favorite right now is the fishing pole, because as much as I love a good fishing minigame, it's also like traumatizing.
That's true.
so-
Big the cat and such. Understood. Gordy.
Gordy.
So, missile, metal detector.
What do you think, Adam?
Me?
You can be a tiebreaker.
Okay, I think we run around with a cute dog, and then if he doesn't do anything, we bring him back.
Okay.
So, all right, and while Ivan's still gone, I'm gonna hit the bathroom.
This guy kills bathrooms. Yeah, you know what, Stephen, you're right. We haven't talked for a little while. I mean, last time was probably. I mean, I don't think you were probably busy like last Persona stream. So I mean, we haven't had a good chance to catch up. I've been doing good. I started school. Moved out recently. That's been fun. We're getting to know a lot of more people on campus. Oh, you were? Oh, no, yeah, you were. Sorry. Brain fart. But Saturday was a bit hectic for me in the sense of I had to do a lot of shopping that day.
Larry. Oh. All right. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm glad.
I got an excuse to wear my Persona 4 flannel I got today. In the sense of I just found a good shirt that it works with.
Nice. It's
So
such a
fun.
cool flannel, dude. I really like it.
Yeah, no. The only thing that's sad about it is it's just a little big for me.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll grow into it, right?
I mean, I think I'm probably done growing. But
Nah.
I don't know. Maybe. It depends.
What do you think these signs say?
I'm surprised at how low res they are.
Well, they
I know they're pretty
upscaled
big.
this stuff, but I don't know. Like, if something was hard to read in the original, it's hard to read still.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just like redraw the text though to be more clear.
Yeah. This
Because
one,
like, there's no point in like it's not pivotal evidence to like have the text there. If it's not
Yeah.
pivotal evidence before, it's not gonna be pivotal evidence now. There's no need to like
oh shit.
keep it obscured.
Sorry. I want to see if we can examine it. We cannot.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like
This one I think says Geek Feeds. That's my. That's what I think this says. And then this one is
in a police office.
yeah, Geek Feeds. It's what they call computers. It's cop speak. You wouldn't get it. And then this says
Gucci Bone.
Gucci Bones. Yeah.
True.
All right. Oh, sorry. We got Missile now. He's in our evidence.
Crazy.
And by the way, Missile is the name of the series writer Shu Takumi's dog.
Did he name it before or after releasing this game?
Missile is named after Missile. That doesn't help. The Ace Attorney dog was named after his real dog, not the other way around. But if I ever get a dog, I will probably name it Cat or some animal that's not a dog. But if Missile is in the running, that would be why.
In Pokemon Legends Arceus, I caught a frog and I caught a Toxicroak and named it.
Oh, cat?
Yeah.
Nice. So we got Missile from Gumshoe's house. Hey, Nick! Missile's been acting strangely.
Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives.
That little creature up to no good. Hey, I love little doggies. Isn't that right, Missile? Zoinks. Why did I say that?
Ruh-roh, Larry!
Oh, he talks! What's going on, Nick?
Like,
No!
what you do with your weekend spook. The video is really fucking
That's what he sounds like.
What's wrong, Missile? We got another mystery on our hands? Martin, do exactly what you just heard. Oh my god! Missile! Missile!
Stop, Nick! It's a cannibal! It's eating my samurai dogs!
It's a dog that eats hot dogs? That's cannibalism and Scooby-Doo.
My samurai dog!
Wow, he ate every single one.
I'm sorry, Larry.
Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick!
It's gonna have to this time.
Alright, I'm glad we got that Larry flag. Yeah. That was necessary for the true Larry ending.
True.
Truth be told, even with like having Missile around, I'm not 100% sure there's anything else we can do with him. The real dog was named after though. Really? Shit, I didn't know that.
We trade Missile to Lotta.
We found Gordy. Shoot, that don't look like no sea monster I've ever seen. You sure that's Gordy?
It was just really far away.
But wouldn't that make him smaller than bigger? Perspective's a bitch, ain't it? Nice try pulling that wool over my eyes, you city slicking ass backward bow-legged son bitch.
It's a dog. It's a fur, not a goat. Bull. That's a sheep.
What? It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
Well,
that's right. Sorry.
with the murder and the lake and all, they're probably taking vacation.
Oh, see, Steven, I would never mess up an Ace Attorney fact. I was thinking of Missile, the dog from Ghost Trick, because I'm like, oh, Missile's a Pomeranian. Like, the real one is. And the Missile in Ghost Trick's a Pomeranian, which was named after the real dog Missile. I didn't realize that it was named after this Missile from Ace Attorney. I would never get a fact wrong. I would never hit a curb. I get it.
Isn't Missile just like a play on the name that dogs are sometimes called, like Rocket?
That... You're thinking of Red Rocket? Which is what they call dog penis.
I don't know.
Can we go to the Grossberg's office?
We can go to Grossberg's house?
Take the dog to Grossberg's house.
Alright, let's take the dog to Grossberg's house.
Yeah.
We can put Missile in our inventory as many times as we want. That's good. Let's go to Grossberg's house.
Take the dog to jail.
Take the dog to jail and then throw him in jail.
Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning.
Lame.
Let's come back later. Lame.
Guess so.
Damn. I think we've exhausted all the places we can take. Missile? Can't chum.
Shit.
Sorry. I wish Missile had more to do. I don't know that he is... I think Missile's completely optional.
Useless ass bitch.
Don't call him useless. That hurts dogs' feelings, you know.
Dogs don't have feelings.
I hope not. That sounds painful. All right.
Yo,
Fish Gordy or metal Gordy?
Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing.
Oh fuck! Sorry. Fishing pole.
Can we borrow the Sega fishing pole?
Showtime, pal. Oh, if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay?
Right. That is my name, after all.
Dubious utility.
Dubious.
Oh, I got an achievement for getting all of the 3 of them.
Hey, there we go.
I did not realize I was achievement farming when I clicked through the dialogue box on accident. Alright, well I guess we gotta go fishing.
Well, let's present the fishing pole, Larry.
Larry.
Can't catch many fish in this lake.
I'm not after small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all. Gordy. Gordy, 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 Gordy.
You're really gonna try to fish out a monster?
To save Edgeworth, yes.
And it brings a tear to my eye in more ways than one.
Aw. I don't think I've ever done that. That was Lotta gone from Lotta's house. Alright, Nick, this looks like a good spot.
Good spot for what?
Time to do some fishing.
She's serious.
FR. Dude, FR.
What are we gonna use for bait?
You.
Yeah, oh. I figured something like that would happen.
Then why didn't you say so on the long walk here?
Yeah, we should have brought Missile along with us too, then at least we have bait.
Nick, how could you?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Some jokes are better left untold.
Oof, she hit me.
Alright, watch this, Nick.
We're trying to roll on empty cans or boots, okay?
I couldn't, we don't have the metal detector. Here we go. My leg! Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me you're on some film company's payroll. Nick Pear.
My poor, poor wallet.
So I guess Maya like got the fishing, like the hook caught in her pants and then tripped herself and set off the camera.
As you do.
No, she used the centripetal force of the rod to basically launch herself forward while holding onto it, doing like a flip through the air while the rod stayed in place.
Yeah, damn. I guess last weapon, and then we'll just take that sucker around.
Might as well.
Alright. We will prove that Gordy is Gumshoe's submarine house. One way or another. Alright, Larry, what do you have to say about this? Damn it. Yeah, well, I eat your hot dogs.
Oh, the dog did that.
Hey, Lotta, look at this. It's a metal detector. I know what it is. I'm not sure that's gonna pick up Gordy, though. Unless he's been eating people's watches or spare change or something. Oh. I hadn't thought about that. Damn. Wait, what does it say about it? Oh, it says this one's useful. Hopefully it's right. Finally! Jesus, the boat shop is something. Lord God Almighty. Nick! It's beeping! It's very loudly, ear-gratingly beeping. It's found something.
I mean, sure is loud enough about it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, whatever it is, it must be those bushes? Go check it out, Maya.
Why don't I
Sacrifice
have
yourself to the bush gods.
I already did enough sacrificing of myself today. Why don't I have to check it out?
Oh, wait, no, Maya and Phoenix, Bush World Adventure.
I'm not getting your cube. Nick. Look. See, they got the French flag right on this one.
No,
Or it
because
could
it's
be
so
the
horizontal.
What?
or it
No,
could
it's
be
just the orientated.
the Russian flag.
Oh. Oh, no, because it
Russian
No,
is...
flag
it
with the
can't.
white
It
on the
can't be the Russian flag. Yeah.
Damn it, what is that? The valve looks broken. The spaghetti
yeah.
code.
At least I got the American flag, though.
Yeah,
True.
it's the only one I care about as an American citizen. I thought it was Gordy.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes?
We get the cube from Wendigo.
And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
It ate the cube. Oh.
Huh. Well, there's something wrapped around this air tank. Looks like a string of flags. Larry flags?
Larry flag? I told you guys the fucking Larry flags were important. Well, and this evidence wouldn't have shown up if we didn't go back and show Will Powers the book. So, fuck you guys. I was right, as always.
Yeah, that's a fallout. That's a fallout I would have been perfectly willing to take.
We'd have to play the entire game again and do Still Samurai. I saved us a lot of trouble. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it.
Heavy.
How do metal detectors work? They detect metal, dumbass.
Next question.
I would assume magnets. Like, they got magnets in it, and if the magnets move, that means there's metal, and the magnets moving sets off the sensor. I'm making this up on the spot. That's how I would make a metal detector. I don't actually know.
You're probably right.
That'd be kind of cool if I was. Yeah, Steven, come on. Pay attention.
What, an air tank? What about it?
Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? It's my bet. Have you seen this before?
Me? No, never. Who the heck could go diving in the middle of winter?
Oh, shit, sorry.
I think we better pursue this line of questioning further.
Oh.
Is it yours?
Why would I have anything like that?
Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like a string of flags around your Steel Samurai there.
Yeah, but, everybody just has flags running around. Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days.
No, these are Larry flags.
Like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why do you need a tank anyway?
You were going to Gumshoe's house, weren't you?
Yeah, he was going to Gumshoe's house. He doesn't need to inflate nothing. There's nothing he could possibly need to inflate. Use this to go diving in the lake, didn't you?
Why would the magnet... Wouldn't the magnet thing only work with, like... Oh. Yeah,
Well, that's the thing. I think metal detectors do only work with certain metals. I don't know if they work with every single metal. I don't know. What? Why the heck would I go diving in the lake? Wait, you're not saying I had something to do with that murder?
Just...
Yeah, you watch it, buddy. I'm not saying anything until my lawyer gets here.
Larry, Nick is your lawyer.
Well, Larry, she's right.
Anyway, I never seen an air tank, okay?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Larry's hiding something, I can tell. use this to inflate that, didn't you?
Inflate what?
What else?
Gordy.
That big puppy steel samurai.
Why would you go ask me a question like that?
Looks like I hit the nail on the head.
Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And it didn't go so well.
Yeah, sure, why ask more about the tank, I guess. It didn't go so well.
Yeah.
You think you could be a little more specific?
Oh, come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it.
Tell us, tell us.
Fine. Whatever. It's like when I said the compressor was busted. So I took the tank out and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blam!
See ya.
The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And then there, like that, the tank took off like a rocket.
And Steel Samurai's massive dong.
And then it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it.
What? Off into Gourd Lake?
Well, it sure made me out. It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. New lore.
Mm-hmm. So the tank and Steel Samurai you were trying to fill up flew away? What happened next?
Well, all that happened is on the 20th or so.
20th, a week ago.
That's 3 feet.
About a week ago.
True.
Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went every night in a boat looking for it. With a rake. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all.
And when did you find it?
Just the night before last.
Was it a piece of cake?
It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's a lot of time to make.
Well, the night before last was the night of the...
Was the night of the murder.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. You see, I went home before midnight.
And if you collect all the Larry flags, you find out that Larry did it. He was the true mastermind behind the entire game. He actually did kill his girlfriend Cindy Stone and framed Frank saw it in the intro cutscene. He killed Mia Fey to cover his tracks. And he killed... Hold on, what was his name? Jack Hammer for funsies because he got the taste for blood. Sorry
Didn't
for spoiling it. Good twist.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I went home before midnight.
So you didn't know about what happened?
No.
That's too bad.
It's not all that bad. We've solved at least one mystery.
A mystery?
Well, we should go tell her.
Maybe we should go tell her. And that'll be the last thing we do, is we go tell her. That's it.
We go tell Quarter.
And by her, we mean Lady Gumshoe. Time to go to Gumshoe's house.
Time to go to Gumshoe. Time to go to Gumshoe's.
Gumshoe's house.
Gumshoe's house. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet?
He's not real.
We found him.
Oh, shit. I kind of like, we found him. But we'll see if this kicks us out of the dialogue.
I was gonna say, I wanted to tell him he was real.
I'm sorry. I someone said he's not real, so I picked that one.
Or I guess me, Lana? There is no such thing. There is no Queen of England.
There is no Easter Bunny.
That's true.
There is no Gordy.
What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist?
Oh, here. I'll back out of this so we can say that Gordy is real.
The proof that
Is
Gordy
real.
doesn't exist is out there in our hearts. And my lawyer instincts tell me that there is proof out there.
Ha! Nice try, but you can't pull the wool over these eyes that easy, sheep boy. That won't work in court either, Nick.
Great. Now they're both mad at me. Gordy fans, am I right?
We are Gordy enjoyers.
True. I hate Gord like I love Gordy.
Yeah, we found him.
We found him.
Oh, Gordy? Oh, yeah, no, we found him already.
What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? God dog. Wait. I need proof. Y'all got a photo?
I got proof.
Of course I have proof. What kind of lawyer would I be if I didn't have proof?
No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? You kept saying piss cob and you're not gonna see Gordy. I didn't believe you. That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbing already. Let me see y'all proof.
It's just that photo.
Here he is.
He's right there.
He's right there. Did y'all figure it out yet?
Yeah, it's that. There it is.
Did y'all actually figure it out yet?
Yeah, that's it. You see it. Like,
Alright.
there's photo evidence.
Y'all trying to make a fool out of me? That don't prove diddly squat. We almost had her duped too.
Can we actually convince her that Gordy is real?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Gordy is real.
I have proof.
How do we prove Gordy's real? We have it in our evidence right now.
Attorney's badge.
No.
Attorney's badge.
Fuck off.
I am a lawyer. I would never lie.
True. We'll just write her an affidavit saying it's real.
Did someone say affidavit?
That someone did.
The one Gord is real. Thank you, Steven.
It's the air tank. The air tank.
Larry's air tank with his Larry flags?
Oh guys, the yen, the USD yen's gotten even better. Just keeps getting better.
What y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand.
Nick, what are you doing?
Disproving Gordy. It's fucked up.
There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew.
A bang.
The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo.
Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really Gumshoe's submarine house? A steel samurai?
Yeah, truth is, Gumshoe lived with Larry the whole time.
Fucked up.
Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams.
I'm sorry, Lotta.
Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. And this is the last thing we'll do.
So, tell us this information you have.
Promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops right here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Who, what the hell does that motherfucker do all day?
Rent boats.
No, he does not. I've been here like a week now and he ain't done no boat renting. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. It's an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on.
Something else?
Nah, just you were saying hold on during all court today, and I wanted to try it.
It's hold it.
Hold it. Oh yeah, that's it. My bad. Yeah, the moita. My camera clicked twice. You know that thing that you pointed out in day one investigation. I was very impressed with that little thing you guys were saying. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just a like. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Whether or not it might be helpful at all, but here, take it. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. This is no longer Lotta's house as of now. Shoot. Poor Lotta.
I mean, it's all Larry's fault. But the legend still lives on, I guess.
The legend of Gordy?
Yeah.
Legend 27.
The legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it usually is the butt.
Huh. Someone should whip that butts into shape next game. No. Third game. No. Never.
They
No.
should
Third
build
game.
a fake Gordy submarine and put it at the bottom of the lake now.
I agree. Alright, well I guess now we no longer have to look at Lotta's disgusting car.
Fucking hate that car. It's disgusting as shit.
I'm gonna save in Gumshoe's house. That's not what I wanted at all. Well, shit, damn
You
it.
are going to the boat rentals.
Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway. On the next exciting episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Gumshoe's house. Wait, there's something here! Oh, no.
Actually, something lacks to be here.
And that lacking is Detective Gumshoe?
Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to?
Yeah. Damn. That sucks. We can still save here, though.
We still can't save here, yes. We're gonna spend the week at Gumshoe's house.
Which is actually secretly Larry's house.
Alright, this is the submarine in Gourd Lake. Alright, that was successful. We got through a trial and I think most of the investigation. So,
Indeed.
I don't remember if Turnabout Goodbyes is 3 days or not. I don't think it is. Well,
And you said that the third game, or the first game has a problem with things going on for 3 days, so I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen more than twice, you know?
it's 3 days. I don't think it's a problem for Turnabout Goodbyes. I think it's a problem for Turnabout Samurai. That did not need to be 3 days. The second day was fetch questing and kid examining, and I don't like doing either of those things. 100% 3 days. I think, yeah, probably. I only doubt that because I think that like one of the trials is split up into 2 parts, but whatever. Anyhow, we're getting into it. This is some real Ace Attorney stuff.
We're going to kill Larry.
We got the Larry flags, literally. That was, I'm glad there was a good payoff to the Larry flag joke. We went to Gumshoe's house a lot. That was nice. Maya got arrested and then unarrested.
The Larry flags are all that matters.
Mm-hmm. We got Manfred von Karma and his shenaniganery and his brain rot.
His chicanery.
Yeah.
Objection. You think a man just happens to fall like that? He orchestrated it. Phoenix.
What?
It's true.
I wish I could do the like exact hand gestures that Charles does when you like speed up the video. I wish I could just sort of go and do it, and I can't. But I did try, and that was a pathetic attempt. Anyway. No more Ace Attorney. Ever.
Oh, core base of Bernie.
I have not dodged, but when I have absolutely no other ideas, I'll do it. Whew. Oh yeah. Good night, guys. This is fun. I assume you're liking Ace Attorney so far.
That was fun.
Again, no, I hate this game.
Well,
Say you like it, so we have the equal opinions.
me? Well, no, I haven't said you liked it, so I have to say that I feel no strong feelings about it.
Mid.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright mid attorney.
Oh yeah.
True.
I mean, hopefully, if we like it enough, we can get to the greatest video game ever made. Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Are we just gonna skip the first one?
No. As much as one may be tempted to, I'm joking. That game's good, but greatest video game ever made, every time. Anyway, I'll let everyone go to bed. Good night.
Bye-bye. Viva by speech.
See you next week. Oh, that message was I got a hype train emote that posted that for me. Hooray!
I wanted to post that later.
Monica. Oh,
That's a funny pun.
that is a funny. All right, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good bite, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Among Us?